So we're here today at Autotech in Canberra with fabricator Rick Wallace for the next instalment on our LS Valiant build, which we've nicknamed POR440. Now, while a lot of people might roll their eyes at another LS conversion, what we've got here is something a little bit different. Instead of using the traditional 5.7 engine, we're fitting this car with the 5.3. Now really the only difference between the engines are the 5.3 has a cast iron block, slightly smaller bore, but the 5.3s are famous for being able to make huge horsepower even though they've got 300 plus thousand kilometres on them. Throw them in, put a turbo on them, 600 at the treads all day. So we thought, well, let's give it a go ourselves. So other modifications we've had to do here with Rich is we've obviously mounted a decent intercooler in the front of it. It's an air-to-air, which will fit behind the factory grille. And we've used all kinds of components that will do the job, but have been cheap to buy. There's nothing expensive or exclusive on this car. Radiator out of a BMW. Thermo fan, BA Falcon. Brake booster, BA Falcon. VZ Commodore master cylinder. There's a little bit of fiddly work in hooking all this stuff up, but you know, that's street machine, that's what we do. We could have run with the original inlet manifold. Hardtop had this one lying around that had an elbow on it. We don't really consider there's going to be a huge performance advantage, but what we have done is we've gone to an LS2 fly-by-wire throttle. The turbo is a Borg Warner 80mm with a billet wheel, which is way bigger than what this engine's going to handle. But we're hoping to make somewhere around 600 rear wheel horsepower on 14 pounder boost and on E85. So at this point here, we've only got to finish a little bit more plumbing. We've got top and bottom radiator hoses on, turbos mounted, nut pipes done, wastegates are on. Our next step will be alternator, which is a little bit tricky because it needs to run through a serpentine system. So we've probably got about another 2 or 3 weeks of fabricating before we're done on this deal.